Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video, and today we've got something very special for you because it's a brand new toy line, so it's very exciting. It's about a TV series that people absolutely love. I mean, they love the original, and there is a new version of that series now, and it's in any way as good as the original one, even maybe a bit better because the songs are better. Yes, because there are songs, because in that song you dance your cares away and you leave your worries for another day, and well, you go to Fraggle Rock, because yes, it is a series of toys about Fraggle Rock, and it comes from our friends at Boss Fight Studios, and they're the people who did the life hero hacks, and they did the Power Stars, and they have Popeye as well. They do quite a few things, and now they do have Fraggle Rock, Back to the Rock being the new TV series, the new version of the reboot, if you must say, of Fraggle Rock that is currently on Apple TV. And so we've got a first wave of figure plus an extra figure, and they look absolutely fantastic. So we do have four main characters, well, four boxes in the wave. We've got Gobo, we've got Red, we've got Uncle Traveling Matt, and we've got Dozers, of course, because you need to have Dozers, because you do have Cotopin and the Architect in a twin pack, and because nothing is not sufficient, you need more Dozers. There's also Flange Dozer that is sold separately. It was actually the preview figure for the whole line, because that was released a bit before the wave 1, so let's call it wave 0.5. So there was that. Basically is the extent of the line for the moment. There's already a wave 2 plan, but well, we're going to check that line when we'll start by the Fraggles, and we're going to look at all the boxes, because the boxes are all different. So you do have, well, let's start with Red. So Red, here is Red. So on the side of the box you do have all the characters in the wave. So as I said, Gobo, Uncle Traveling Mad, Red, and Cotopin and Architect in a twin pack. On the other side you do have an image of Red. On the top you've got, of course, Red, which I think is brilliant, such a brilliant image. At the bottom you've got the usual legal text, and in the back is, of course, what the box contains. You do have apparently one action figure, you've got an extra pair of hand and another head, you've got some maracas, and you've got a sleuth or a detective outfit with a magnifying glass and a hat. So here you go. We're going to open that one, and we'll check the other boxes, because as I said, each box is different. Very, very exciting. I love what Boss Fight Studios does. They do very high quality toys. Usually they had also the Little Prince. I did a video about the Little Prince, and I did one about the Power Stars, so it's not the first time we talk about them. One thing that I find absolutely fantastic, and it's just opening the box that I realized. So you do have a tray, and on the back of the tray you've got actually a plastic baggie with all the accessories, which I think is actually very cool. What is great is that oops, if I'm losing the maracas, here we go. What I find fantastic is that the tray is actually papier mâché, and it's done to look like a cavern. So it's absolutely fantastic that they've done that. First of all, because it reduces plastic in packaging, which is always a bonus, but of course it fits so well with the theme of the toy line. So let's go and free Red from her, I was going to say a plastic prison, but it's actually a plastic and a cardboard paper prison. So let's go for that. She's about, if people wonder about the scale, they are about 5-inch tall. Let me try and see if I can. Well, this is a 5.5 figure, so yeah, that they're about 5-inch tall. And here you go. We do have. So what is fantastic about her? So of course we've got the articulation. So she's got the hands. She's got the elbow. The elbow is on a pivot. We've got the shoulder, which is also on a pivot. Do we have? Yes, we do have the waist. We do have the leg, the knee, the feet, and of course the head. So here we go. That's actually not bad. The interesting thing is that I would have thought that the yes, the tail is also articulated, which is good, because otherwise it would be difficult to put her. So let's see what this character looks like. I'm having an issue with her foot, and I'm wondering why is that. I think it's because, yes, it's because one of her foot was the wrong way. So here we go. We do have red. She looks absolutely fantastic. She's brilliant. Those pom-poms are plastic, and she looks really, really good. The necklace is detachable, which is nice. The collar, her collar is actually detachable, probably because they probably use that piece for other characters, so it's nice to make them swap. So let's see if she's standing well. Yeah, because I was afraid she wasn't going to be very sturdy on her feet, but she is. And then you do have her musical instruments. So she does have a little maracas thing. I don't remember what they're called. Maybe they say on the box what they're called. Nope, she doesn't. If I remember well, those musical instruments have actually a special name in the Fraggle world. And then you do have, I do like the I suppose that once you're done with the packaging, you can actually reuse, because all of those bags are resealable, so you can actually use them, which I think is very, very cool. And of course the big bag is big enough for the action figure, which is also nice. So one bag, they didn't have to have that many bags, but as I said, it's reusable, so it's not as much of a problem. So here you go. We do have, she has had a little problem in the bag, so that's the extra head. And as you can see, she had a little issue with, but that's to be expected. I mean, it's in the back of the tray. I mean, it's nothing a dollop of super glue will resolve. So that's the extra head here. Bit of a shame though. Then we do have the hat, which is interesting because a hat has 2 little holes. So does that mean that yes, they are removable? I'm doing that on the so let's see if we can. Or is it for I'm just trying to think how that is going to work. That's probably how it works, and it's being held by, yes. Well, it's not going to be the best way of showing off how it works, because of course I'm doing it the wrong way. Well, you know me, I always do it the wrong way anyway when I make those. So basically you remove her hair, you then try and find you put the hair back in, pinch the hair. Of course, it's a bit more complicated because that is the damaged head. Have you ever tried doing that with light in your face? And basically, here you go, she can actually have a hat on, so it's really a nice touch that those are like that. I'm going to put that back in hair so that I'm not losing it. So that's the hat. And then we do have extra hands that I'm not going to take out of the bag, and we do have a magnifying glass, and I do believe, I'm going to take it out, I do believe it's actually, yes, it is a functioning magnifying glass, which is really cool. So that's red. I'm going to put stuff away so that we can open the other figures. It's easier like that, otherwise it's going to be a real mess, and I will have to actually sort her hair later. So red is gone, so we have then Gobo. So Gobo base, same thing. You do have on the side, you do have all the characters. You do have, of course, Gobo's head on the top. You do have a picture of Gobo on the side, and in the back you do have Gobo with sold with. Same thing, he's got extra hands, extra head, a radish, a musical instrument, and a lamp. So of course one of the hands appears to be holding one of the postcards that his uncle traveling Matt is sending. So we're going to open this. I don't know why this is there. I have a bit of tape here, whereas the other one didn't have extra tape, right? So here is Gobo. So Gobo is, what's great about the Gobo, well, it looks absolutely fantastic. I really like it. Same as red, it's the same articulation, including the tail. What is nice is got actually, is it really removable? Yeah, it looks like you can actually remove his jacket if you want to. I'm not going to do that, but he looks really great. I mean, those figures are really fantastic. I mean, the sculpt, the paint job, I mean, everything is great. So it does come with a lamp, which I think is actually very cool, because even the lamp can be detached from the pole, so which is really cool that they've done it that way. We're going to give him that light, just see if, there we go. So we do have Gobo here, and Gobo has, I'll go very quickly over the accessories, but so we do have an extra head. The head for Gobo is fantastic because he actually has a hat as well, so that's actually a very cool extra head for him. And what else does he have? Oh, he does have a big radish. I have to take this radish out because, I mean, that's a fantastic huge radish. As you know, the Fraggles absolutely adore radishes. Then you do have one hand. Interesting, the best it was two hands, and I only find one hand. Let me check on the box. Yeah, there's supposed to be two hands, so I'm missing one hand, which is a bit annoying, but it's okay. I will just contact them. And he does actually have a postcard in his hand, so that's rather cool. And he does have his musical instrument, and there you go. You do have a musical instrument, which I think is very nice. So that's brilliant. I mean, I absolutely adore them. I'm a bit annoyed that it's missing one hand, and that the hairpiece on red was broken. But that's things that happen, and that's why you've got customer service from the company. So I'm going to send them a little message, say, look, here is the picture, that's what happened, blah blah blah, and we'll see. I'm sure they will be very, very nice to me, because I mean, it's a small company, they're always nice. Anyway, and now we're getting to Uncle Traveling Matt with the third character. He comes with his skateboard, and of course on the side you still have the same thing. On the other side you've got the portrait of Uncle Traveling Matt. You do have, of course, Uncle Traveling Matt's face, and in the back you do have Uncle Traveling Matt. He comes with two hands, an extra face, a backpack, a notepad, a tennis ball, and a I suppose it's a staff or a walking stick. So here you go. Now we're going to open that. So here is Uncle Traveling Matt. So the same thing, we need to actually twist his tail. I mean, you will notice as well that each tail is a bit different, because that's more of a rug tail of an older gentleman. So here you go. He's got quite a few little things. It's interesting. He's supposed to have a hat, because he doesn't wear his hat. Maybe the hat is with the accessories. Because I just noticed, yeah, he's supposed to have a hat. So he's got same thing. The jacket is in a rubberized plastic. It's got a hole in the back, probably to put the backpack on. It's a fantastic figure once again. I mean, those look really amazing. I mean, the detail of those is just fantastic. So this one you have a skateboard, which I don't remember what he calls a skateboard in the TV series, but of course he doesn't know that it's a skateboard, so he gives it another name. So let's see if I can put it on the skateboard. Yes. So here we go. We do have Uncle Traveling Matt on his skateboard. And let's see now the accessories. I'm hoping he's got his hat, because if there's no hat, I won't be very happy, because that would mean that 3 figures open, 3 problems, which would be really a shame. No, I see the hat. So there is first the extra head. Which is the surprise head. You do have the staff, the walking stick that he actually has. Extra hands. But we've got a huge amount of things. No way. You do have in a little baggie. You do have his pencil for his notepad. You do have the little backpack that you can actually punch in his back, and we're going to see what else is there. So we do have the tennis ball, the notepad that goes with the pencil, and the hat. Yeah. But that's good. This one has no problem. Nothing is broken. Everything is complete. That's fine. Now if I can open, because I want to see him with his hat on. So it's interesting, because there's little indentation in the hat, so that it works with his head. So he's got actually a little plug for his hat. And here you go. That's Uncle Traveling Matt with his hat, which is fantastic. I think those are really, really brilliant. They're so well done. It's funny, because there are toys that you see advertised and you're thinking, when you're disappointed when you receive them. but these are definitely the reverse. They look already fantastic when you see them on catalog or online, and when you got them in hand, they are really good, because also they're very chunky. So there is this tactile thing with them. So, and then we've got the last one of the wave, as well as the 0.5 one. So it's going to be interesting. Let's open this one first, this way. We'll be finished with the wave one. So it's Cotopin and Architect, and you do have both of their heads on the top. On the side you do have both of them, and in the back you do have both of them. They come with a power tool and with a map, so very minimal accessories, but then again, with all the other characters from the wave having a huge amount of accessories, it's really not a big deal. And I think it's only logical when you know that basically they've released those as a wave. So this is literally the extra figure of the wave, and all the money has been really spent on those. So we don't really need a huge amount of accessories, even though it would have been nice to have a Doozer vehicle. Boss fight, hear me there? It would be nice to have a little vehicle to go with the Doozers. That would be really cool. So here you go. So those two actually don't come with a plastic bag, except for the accessories, which is a bit of a shame. Would have been nice to have a little bag, a little baggie to put them in, but it's not a deal breaker as far as I'm concerned. We've already got plenty of little baggies, so I'm sure they can share one of the little baggie. And of course, it's always the difficult thing. So here is Cotopin. So as we haven't done the Doozers before, you do have one head articulation. We do have arm. Do we have wrist? Yes, wrists are articulated as well. And we do have the legs. So they are much more limited in articulation than the big one, which is only fair because they are tiny. I mean, Cotopin is so cute, and of course we're going to give her a little power tool. Just trying to, yes, here you go. That's the Cotopin's power tool. So let's see if she can carry it in her hand. Can she hold it? Yes, she can. So here is Cotopin, and she looks amazing. I have to admit that my favorite characters in Fraggle Rock are always the Dozer. So here is the Architect. So same thing. I mean, the articulation is exactly the same, and the Architect is coming with his little plan or map or architect plans or whatever you want to call it. Let's call it a map. So here you go, and here is the Architect, and he looks fantastic. I mean, I'm amazed at level of detail that they've got those. And the little harness is actually not sculpted. This is a separate piece. Let me check for Cotopin, but yes, it's a separate piece as well, which means that they can actually use the body to do plenty more doses, which would be really great because you can't have enough doses. So anyway, that's the last one. We've got flange dozer. So on the side of the box, you've got all 4 characters from the first wave. You've got a flange portrait at the top, flange picture on the side, and in the back you've got flange with his helmet and some tools and a radio. So let's open our friend Flange. And let's see, remember, it's always with those boxes, it's always better to open them by the bottom because then it's easier to put them back in if you are one of those people who keep things in boxes. And actually, I could understand why you want to keep that in boxes, because those papier-mâché boxes are a huge success as far as I'm concerned. Right, so let's get him sorted. Give him. So I'm going to show him to you without his helmet first. So here is Flange, and as you can see, he looks really, really cool. Same basic body, but once again, it's got a separated harness, so they can actually use the body to do more doozers. And he comes with this beautiful helmet, which he can, of course, wear. And he comes with a series of accessories. So he has actually quite a few accessories he could probably share with Cotterpin and the Architect. Those are tiny accessories, actually. So let's try not to lose any of them. So one of the accessories is actually the same map as the Architect, and then you do have this very, very cute little radio, which I'm sure we could put in his hand or hang in his, yeah, we can probably hang it on his shoulder. Yeah, we can do that. So, and then he's got a little mallet and a little hammer and a little key, which I think is so cute. Can we put any of those accessories? Yes, actually we can put some of his accessories on his back, so that is actually quite clever if I manage to put it in there, if that's the correct one. Yes, there are little hoops. So in the back here there is a little hoop. I'm going to move that a bit more here. There's a little hoop here where you can put an accessory, and there is another one here in which you can put another accessory. So let's see what we can do about that, because that would be cool if you could actually carry all his accessories. No, that's not, that one won't fit. My eyesight isn't that great, so with the light in my face I can't really see much of what I'm doing. Yes, this is working. That's one. That's two. Is there a place for another accessory? No, but he can have the third accessory in his hand. It's interesting that you can actually give him all his accessories one way or another, except for the map. The map will be and here we go. Here we go. Oops, not very good at this. So here we go. That is Flange, and he's got his radio on his shoulder, he's got his key in his hand, he's got a mallet in the back of his harness, and he's got the hammer on the side of his harness. So the only thing he can't carry is really the map, and I'm pretty sure there's probably a way to do that. But anyway, the Architect is supposed to have the map. So here we go. That is the full wave one, and they all look absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to put back this way so that you can see they look absolutely incredible. So those are out now from Boss Fight Studios in the US. I don't know who is distributing them, but probably the usual suspects will have them. You can always check online. Otherwise, you can order directly from Boss Fight because they do actually sell internationally. So let's remind us who is in there. We do have Uncle Traveling Matt. We do have Red. We do have Gobo, and my 3 favorite of the line, because I absolutely adore doozers, is basically Architect Doozer, Cotterpin Doozer, and Flange Doozer. So here we go. All of those are available. And I said it's Boss Fight Studio. I think it's bossfightstudio.com, isn't it? Oh, is it Boss Fight? No, it's Boss Fight. Bossfightshop.com if you want to order directly from them. Otherwise, just check with the usual suspect like Entertainment, Big Bag Toy Store. There's probably a few people in the UK also taking pre-order or orders for those. And I'm going to go back to Fraggle Rock, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.